Hello and welcome to another episode of Game Night. Yes, this is my voice. I am still very ill and hanging in there because we're going to be playing Modern Warfare 3. It's good.
I think it's going to cheer you up, make you feel better.
Fuck yeah. So, my voice sounds stupid. Sorry, you have to put up with it for the next hour or so. But big games just come out, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. Very, very excited. I wish I could talk more about it, but I can't. Mountain Dew. So basically, yeah, we're really excited to be doing this episode. We apologise for the Battlefield 3 episode we didn't get to do. It's not because of favouritism. It kind of is, but isn't. No, it's because we pushed it back due to certain things we were doing, and
this mostly.
No, nothing to do with that.
You could have blamed it on that. You could have gotten away with it. People would have understood.
Shut up. Anyways, to cut a long story short, we kept kind of postponing it, and to the point where it would have affected the release of this episode you're about to watch, and the next episode that we've got to record later this week, Skyrim.
And nothing's getting in the way of me and Skyrim.
Exactly. So, basically, yeah, you're about to watch us play some Modern Warfare 3, and later on this week, Skyrim. Good stuff. Hopefully I won't be quite so ill for that. Obviously we want to talk a little bit about Battlefield 3. We did mention it on the show we put out last week. We talked a little bit in depth about Battlefield 3. Overall, I felt the campaign wasn't as good as it could have been. A bit disappointed, but it's still an alright game. There's still things I liked about it. A lot of things I didn't. So I'm a little 50-50 on it, but I think overall it wasn't too bad, you know. Not really built for the campaign, unfortunately. It did definitely feel like a major afterthought, and I'm sure the multiplayer's what I've played of it seems to be quite well thought out, and just kind of feels like that's more where the effort was put. You could argue a lot of that for this game. This franchise is good for more multiplayer too, but you know, I enjoy the campaigns more. There's more action, more.
Yeah, it has a more sort of cinematic approach to the campaigns. Yeah. It treats it as a story. So
yeah, and this is the third in the lineup. So who knows what we'll get to see.
It's the concluding part of this story that's carried on right through from Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
the first.
Indeed. So very excited, big fan of the franchise. As are a lot of people. Probably the biggest games that come out this year. I don't know if you could, but a lot of people would argue against that. But honestly, yeah, it's pre-order sales already through the frickin' roof. So love it or hate it, we're about to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
All warfare is based on deception. For years, the West's hypocrisy has made the world a battlefield.
Okay, so basically we've got Infinity Ward, what's left of Infinity Ward, developing this game along with Sledgehammer Games, which is a brand new company put together by Activision, who's headed by Glenn Schofield, who is actually one of the main devs on the original Dead Space. So, yeah, kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Not sure how that really works and translates to a Call of Duty game, but we'll see. So I think overall a pretty big team working on this game. Very excited. We're just going to hit start now.
We saw like a little preview sort of going back over
previous things that have happened. Here we go, kicking off with the campaigns from the very start. I'm going to kind of show you about the first kind of 50 to 60 minutes. We're probably going to do about an hour's worth. So, lots of awesome stuff's happened in the campaign as far as Modern Warfare 1 and 2 goes.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff left open for this game. So, obviously, our two main protagonists are kind of wanted now, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
So is this sort of picking up straight from
pretty much from the end of Modern Warfare 2.
That epic.
Yeah, they're
finishing.
just, you know, it's still a lot of Q type, quick time events and stuff, but
Yeah.
shit hot. You know, I
We
think,
don't mind them little.
yeah,
As
you know,
long as they're not too often.
exactly. So yeah, I'm digging this. I'm just watching this shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
I should be talking a bit about it, but obviously still a big kind of recap in some ways of things that have happened towards the end of Modern Warfare 2. Quite a fair bit happened, really.
Yeah. Obviously, that
Yeah,
happened.
We saw it again.
This is obviously, I think, Soap having his life flash before his eyes.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get to play as Soap, and that's the stuff I'm really interested to get into. So we'll see how it works. There we go.
World War 3. I know, Modern Warfare 3.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
Well done. Clever guys.
Very
Very
clever
clever.
Activision.
Very clever Activision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the typical let's flash up some technical bullshit on screen and doesn't mean anything.
We also have quite a few people to pick up with as well, because obviously we know where us Brits ended up in the last game, but
Yeah.
last we saw of the Americans, they were standing outside the ruins of the White House.
Pretty much. Shit hit the fan, big time.
America's been invaded.
Yeah.
This is,
So a whole new kind of cast of characters to start us off with, by the looks of it.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I love these little bits.
Yeah, I mean, it explains the mission and you know what you've got to do. You know, it's smart. You know what? You know while it's loading. Exposition, you know, it doesn't hurt. That's what the one few things I do like.
Yeah.
You know, I think are unique to this franchise a little bit. Okay,
Delta Force Frost. Cool.
let's rock some shit. Oh, that's not good. That's not how we wanted to start the game, is it?
We're expecting a first-person shooter.
Yeah, an RPG. Oh shit, we put Skyrim in by accident. Okay, awesome. Also, I know it's kind of a nitpicky, kind of almost a graphics sort of type thing, but 60 frames a second
Yeah, it's
does make a difference to me. I don't know. I just think it looks better. Well, it doesn't look better, but smoother motion. I just think
Yeah.
there's something about 60 frames a second over 30 that just damn. And if I'm honest, graphically, this does look much better to me than Modern Warfare 2. I don't know, it's just like little things, little tweaks here and there.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe.
I mean, look at the facial animations,
Yeah.
they look pretty good too. I'm
I
quite
was
impressed.
expecting, maybe
Oh,
seeing
wow.
it like side by side, noticing differences, but no, I can actually tell
Yeah,
differences.
yeah, you're dead, motherfucker. Okay then. So, this doesn't look like a good situation.
No.
We're like near Wall Street or some shit, Stock Exchange or some shit.
Yeah.
Shit's hitting the fan. Ah. Didn't see me, did you? Okay. The other thing that's kind of is a cheat about this compared to things like Battlefield, the snap-on aiming is so much more assisted than, you know, your typical shooter. You know, say what you want. I mean, what's else we got actually? Whoa, oh. That works. Yeah.
Why is there a scope on the side of the gun?
So what?
There's a scope on the side.
Oh
See
yeah.
that?
I think you can. There you go.
Ooh.
You've got like a sort of double scoped goodness. Didn't need a scope for that shit. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know.
But no, it's
Snap on aiming, it just kind of, you know, I can just keep fucking snapping in and out and, you know, killing stuff. It kind of just adds to the fun of it, and, you know, there's certain games that don't have that so much kind of, I know it's hand holding, but
it lets you focus more on kind of like what's going on rather than.
it does make the combat a little easier.
I think it makes it accessible to more.
Yeah, and obviously you
people.
can turn that off, you know.
Yeah.
We haven't, but you can do that. Oh, for fuck's sake, right in the good. Get that bad boy again, I think. Where we at? Well, okay, we're going this way now. Inside the building. The building that looks like it's falling apart. Smart. Ooh. You know. Obviously, we talked about 60 frames a second frame rate on this game. You won't be seeing that when you watch this video.
No. But as we're playing it, it is nice and smooth.
Yeah, you know, I mean, a lot of whinging about the engine and things like that of late, and you know, yeah, sure, the stuff that the guys at Dyson are doing with the Frostbite engine is great stuff, but ultimately, you know, this engine is, you know,
tailored for consoles.
It's optimised and all that. We kind of mentioned it last week on the show and things, but you know, I don't really mean to keep going on about Battlefield, but it's just there's always that comparison. Which game's better, blah blah blah, and I don't think it really matters because
I just think we're lucky to have.
Yeah, as gamers, we are all winners because we have both. You have choices. Pointless. Yeah, you know. Yeah, and you can do stuff like that and that. You know.
That bitch use legs.
Take it again this way. Hey, yeah. You know. This is my FPS of choice. I'm sorry, but you know, I do follow the head a little bit here when it comes to, you know.
I mean, it's action.
But there is a reason for that, you know.
I played, like I said, the first bit of Battlefield 3, and it seemed very much kind of skirmish, like being an actual soldier, going investigating.
Yeah.
Small little scuffles.
Don't get me
This
wrong,
is full on.
There are good, definitely moments in Battlefield 3 I really enjoyed a lot. But ultimately, what game am I going to enjoy more out of the two? I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this more. You know, it does sound kind of bad.
Because you're in a proper full-scale war situation here.
Yeah.
In the streets of New York. You know, it's just... It's the Hollywood thing.
Okay, I don't know what we're doing now, but...
It's Michael Bay and his blockbusters. I'm sure that's what he calls them.
Possibly.
Buy this, motherfucker.
Yeah, anyway. I'm sorry from you, whatever. So yeah. You know...
You should have sold.
That's a flashbang, what the fuck am I doing? I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, you know, action's already mounting up. That's a good sign. It's kind of what we expect from a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know, it does look. You know,
it's good. You know, it still holds up. I mean, the engine's old, but they've tweaked it. They've done stuff to it. You can tell this is not the exact same engine they were using before. There's definitely things they've done to it. I mean, I'm impressed with how this game looks. Yeah, it doesn't look as pretty as certain games out there, like, you know, Battlefield. The engine is probably not as advanced as Frostbite 2. Does the average gamer really give a shit about that stuff, especially if they're not playing it on PC, do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's not... Graphics aren't everything. There is a graphics score in everybody. Certainly, I think Battlefield 3 looks amazing, but it doesn't make the game good. I mean, you know, it's an alright game, but it doesn't make the game good.
No. But, you know, in the end, compared to a lot of games you get on 360, it still looks. And you get that comparison now. We've got to that point where they are making engines and stuff like a Cry engine.
Yeah, you know,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, definitely.
But you know, you can still do stuff. I mean, a couple of my favourite games this year and possibly next year running on the Unreal Engine. And how old is that?
Yeah, I mean, once again, the Unreal 3 engine that's been around for such a long time that it's, you know, also at the same time it's been optimised so many times, and it's, yeah, you know, it's the same engine, but they've done stuff to it. Whoops, friendly fire, sorry. That's expected.
Yeah. I mean, Gears of War 3 looked amazing.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham City looked stupidly good, all running on the Unreal Engine. Mass Effect 3 is going to look awesome. I'm just spouting off my favourite games now. But
yeah, I think people get bogged down too much about the engine, what's under the hood,
I think
the technical aspects.
Yeah, new is better, but sometimes
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, you know. There's still plenty of games out there that look like dog shit, but are still enjoyable games. Just saying.
this is where I should have made the buy-sell jokes.
Oh, I'm hurt. I should get to cover. That's a good plan. We'll do that. You know, something I think that gets overlooked a little bit in the Call of Duty games is the sound design. You know, they haven't got, like, I wouldn't say they've got the best sound team, but, you know,
No.
there seems, I think from what I can hear of this game at the moment, there is actually, in the nuts,
Ooh.
there is actually a, you know, this gun sounds fucking beefy. Do you know what I mean? It just, you know, I've noticed kind of maybe an upgrade in the sound, who knows, I mean.
You certainly got like the sort of wisps and reverb and...
Yeah, I mean, it does sound like a Call of Duty game, but it sounds kind of like maybe they've done stuff, you know. I think, you know, there's a lot to be said for more of the same, but with minor improvements. Nuts again. You know, yeah, you definitely get.
I'm sorry, did you just say taking cover in that trading kiosk? I was like, right. Remember Wall Street? Which trading kiosk?
Yeah. There's a few. Okay. We're going places. Let's go places. Go. Fuck. Whoa. Okay, guess
So
we're
it's
going
just
up.
things like the score and all that really kind of emphasise the Hollywood nature of it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, ultimately, whether I think Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3, this, that, and the other, what it comes down to is which game do I enjoy the most. And, you know, it doesn't come down to graphics. Unfortunately, it doesn't come down to things like that and sound and the technical aspects. Not always, anyway.
You have the greatest looking game in the world, but
Greatest in game world, greatest frame rate, greatest no bugs, like fucking polished game, and it can still be a piece of shit.
because it's no fun.
Exactly. And you know, I'm not saying that's what Battlefield was, but there were moments in that game I didn't enjoy as much as I should have. And I don't keep meaning to bring up Battlefield 3, but there's something that's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, like I said, though, it does not matter because as gamers we win overall because we have both. We have both games out this year, and yeah, motherfucker, that bitch. Oh, still on there. Sorry, bitch.
Nice, short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah. Nice bit of sound design there. Yeah. How would we?
Obviously, we've seen this area in sort of Crisis 2, and there were some comparisons about how does it look to you compared to that? Because you've obviously finished.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, you know, the CryEngine and the stuff that, you know, the Crytek have done with Crisis games, it's an amazing looking game. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look... Yeah, this doesn't really stack up graphics wise.
No.
But you know what? It ain't shabby either. Alright, hang on. Okay, I should be killing that.
Okay.
I got a little confused and then. Yeah,
Get
sorry.
it.
Oh, what the fuck? No, I got it. It's good.
You know, it still looks like New York.
Yeah, it's just not as pretty. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it is a little flat. The colours are slightly muted. That doesn't mean that.
Doesn't take you out of the game though. You still feel sort of pretty much involved.
What I thought was funny is it said press X, I pressed A. Die. So actually we have seen footage of this already made public in the first mission of this game, so it's kind of interesting. I didn't actually presume this was... quite Russian words.
Yeah, that Russian spy lady she was pretty hot.
So big helicopter here. It's awesome. You know, this is just the first level. You know, obviously start out small.
You know, this has all kind of like been in one area. There's not really been any like transitions or anything. It's like you were on the streets, you ran through the building and all that, unless there was some like pretty tricky area transitions that we didn't spot. This has all been like one big level.
Yeah, and the load time was pretty good as well.
Yeah, I didn't notice any kind of like stuttering or anything, but it seems like they've managed to make the playing area a lot bigger. Obviously being New York, it's vertical as well, so it's really kind of like...
Alright, we're going to let that happen. See, it's all remember the big action set pieces, the dramatic adrenaline over the top, and that's what I like about this.
Yeah, the EA games tend to put you in the everyman soldier, whereas Activision tends to make you the badass.
Yeah.
It never happened to a real soldier.
Yeah. So there's really quite a lot happening. You know, I think they are pushing things with the engine.
Yeah.
Let's really stop talking about the engine, maybe, but like, you know, it does look quite impressive still.
It looks fun.
It is fun. You should play it.
I will at some point, but you I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. I think I'm fully tapped out with embarrassment for the year after the Halloween special.
Nah, there's more to be had. Okay, so what's next?
This is Lightning 3-1. Guidance systems are back online. Standing by with a full payload. JDAMs requesting clearance. Lightning 3-1, you are cleared to engage.
Cool.
Bring it on. DOT 5 seconds. Weapons away. Verify initial strikes on the Predator feed. Sir, here's all sites have been neutralized. Good work, Sandman. We've regained air dominance over Manhattan and pushed the front line back to the river. What's our next target? The Russian command vessel is an Oscar II submarine carrying enough cruise missiles to level the eastern
submarine
fast before they can launch a
Kind of boring
counter.
now.
Roger, what's the mission? Infiltrate the vessel, take over the bridge, then turn their weapons against their own fleet. I need you to link up with the SEALs and get it done. Good luck. Get up, boys. Where's our infill point? Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. I thought it collapsed. It did. In position. STV Team 4, this is Metal 01. Radio.
I think it does sort of change the pace of it though. It's kind of like all action in the first bit, and then it's kind of like the slower, sneakier. But I remember the one bit that always sticks in my head when I think about Black Ops, which another one I actually played through and finished, which is shocking, is that underwater bit in the river.
Yeah.
And yeah, this might be quite boring, but it's just like the way it's done.
So yeah, underwater sequences. There's been a few, obviously not quite like this, but
No.
this is something a little bit different. But it's interesting. It's the second level of the game, and we're getting an underwater sequence. It's something that people usually reserve for later in the games and stuff.
Sort of mid-second act.
Yeah, so interesting move.
Maybe this is the second act. Maybe we nearly finished the game.
Hardly disappointed.
I think you'd be mightily fucked off.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you can't fight it for looks though. It does feel. There's some nice little touches with the bodies floating in the water.
Oh shit.
How does it feel to control? Because obviously we just watched this before.
It kind of seems like how you'd expect it, but if you need to really like manoeuvre the fine touches, it's kind of a little tricky. Kind of like stopping and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like kind of manoeuvring between those two minds was a little bit. Seems a bit like I had to really go OTT with the controls to get it to do what I wanted to. Let's plant a bomb on that shit.
Get in position. Planting. Planting. Frost, plant the mine on the sub. Frost, plant your mine.
Yeah, I'm
I think it's
trying.
going to be on the other side.
I know, it's not actually as easy to control as I thought. Go.
Mine's armed. Clear out. Good job. We'll prep the exfil. Going explosive. Hit it. Overlord, this is Metal 01. Sub is surfacing. Commencing assault.
Roger 01. Continue to primary objective. We need control of the sub's missile.
Position.
If this had come out last year, then I think we'd be pretty shocked and impressed. with the
Yeah.
visuals.
No, it's still a good looking game.
Yeah.
Can't really fault it, but you know.
That was pretty nice. And getting exciting again.
Clear, head down.
No, not reload. Oh fuck, here's what's going on. Okay.
This kind of looks a little bit familiar. Harking back to the very beginning of the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's intentional.
Maybe. Good work. What other weapons got there? Mate, bastard.
There'll be no shooting you on this spot. This boot.
No? Shut up, what game is this? Oh. Is that weird?
See, if you'd have come the other way, you would have been trapped in there.
Really completely. Talk. I'm playing.
Okay. you know, obviously very excited. I'm liking it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not amazing
No.
so far, but you know those moments are kind of coming.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
Well, obviously we're being introduced to like a new set of characters and all that. The best parts for me, you know, like the previous two games were always the Soap and Captain Price. They're always the stars of the series, and you kind of like find myself waiting for those bits, knowing that we got like this all seems like it's sort of paying your dues.
Yeah. Let's do it. Breach this motherfucker. Or if you're going to breach a door, it's the fucking way to do it.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. You did it. Good work.
Overlord, this is Metal 01. I send checkpoint Neptune over. Roger 01. Copy Neptune. I have the missile key and I'm accessing the launch codes now. Grid coordinates.
You get to play some in a minute and then I'll talk.
Okay. This all sort of seems pretty much what we used to in kind of like the mission sort of standpoint. It's like enter the facility, do your business.
Do that your business.
Yeah.
Well, we know what's coming up. We get the little kind of speedboat, kind of not speedboat,
Yeah.
but you know, yeah,
Rapid
yeah.
water extraction. No.
doesn't sound much better, really, does it?
Dinghy.
There you go. Whatever. Okay. Well, this is what happens. Obviously, shit's going down.
You're controlling the boat.
Yes, I am. That's
Nice.
quite scary.
Don't go between the ships. See? This is what happens when you go between ships. This seems quite cool though.
Yeah. It's probably the most exciting bit of the E3 demonstration that they did last year. Once again, we're back to the kind of Hollywood blockbuster style.
Yeah,
Action sequence.
this could almost have like
There you go.
a Tom Clancy, Clear and Present Danger,
Maybe.
Harrison Ford, Ben
Harrison
Affleck
Ford.
movie.
That's funny. Well,
But it has that sort of feel to it, doesn't it? With the
yeah, a
whole-
little, yeah. This is why I play Call of Duty, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking awesome.
There she is. Go, go. Metal 01, we are sequence.
There we go.
Well done.
I'm sure there's some kind of over-the-top sexual connotation of it.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's all yours.
But even like the music here, it sounds very sort of Michael Bay.
Yeah, it does. It's very
All primary threats neutralized. Good work, team. That's one for the books.
Easy down, Overlord.
Yeah, Jesus.
Well, I don't know why he has so many problems. It seems easy. Right, who next?
So,
All friendly call signs. We are no
kind of an unknown territory because everything
Yeah.
we've seen up until now, played up until now, it's kind of. There's been footage of it
Yeah.
online. Pretty much everything we've seen has been unveiled at E3
Yeah.
this year. Here we go. This is where it heats up. It gets a bit more interesting. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Price, we've got vital signs, but they're weak. Soap won't last without proper attention. He's a hard bastard. Trust me, he'll make it. We're picking up inbound signatures.
Is Soap's voice actor returning? Do we know?
No idea.
Or is he back to a silent protagonist?
Only man I know who hates Makarov more than you. Get him.
Makarov. See, this is kind of like the plot. This is getting to
This is it, yeah.
the meat of like what happened. You have your Americans fighting the war, doing their thing, protecting the homeland, but this is kind of like
The meat and bones of the
Yeah.
situation, yeah.
I like it's the Brits. Who am I playing as?
Russians.
We need to get Sykes to the chopper. What is that?
Am I playing as Price?
Well, that's not good.
Take position on the balcony. We need to buy the doctor some time.
Alright, then, do whatever this man says, that's awesome.
We need to hold them off until we can move south.
What am I doing?
Just killing people. It's pretty much what you've been doing all the time.
There's a lot of smoke now.
The wise advice, you can't damage it with that weapon. You need to help.
Nice one, Pricey.
Yuri, you with me? Yuri, over here! Down the stairs, move!
Completely forgotten the controls.
Yeah, that's the thing though, not the controls are pretty much a standard now. That's how kind of that's kind of how big this is really, because
Oh, sorry.
the Call of Duty control scheme's been adopted by a lot of shooters nowadays, so it's kind of like if you can play Call of Duty, you can play a lot of these other games, kind of, you know, that's just what you're going for.
How do you crouch again?
B.
That's it.
Jesus. Enough of them. Give you a grenade or something. I think this is kind of this feels like this should have been the first
Yeah.
level in the game in some ways,
Yeah.
and it feels like that they've kind of purposefully not put this as the first bit to kind of tease you,
Yeah.
play some other stuff that's kind of not so much background kind of stuff, but like get you used to some other characters and throw you into another situation, another part of the world where, you know, that you'll come back to later obviously, but like you know, this does feel like this could have quite easily opened with this. You're about to get fucked.
Machine gunner on the balcony. Take him out.
Where?
I just keep killing stuff. Yeah. Not good.
Shit. I think you should take over.
Okay. Alright.
I quite clearly suck at these.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think the last sort of proper first-person shooter game I played, apart from like the 5-10 minutes of Battlefield 3 was probably
Oh shit. No, it's because you were talking and I'm trying to concentrate.
Black Ops.
So a year ago.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
pretty much.
Pretty much a year ago. It's like a once a year type thing for you.
Yeah.
Playing FPS. Wow. These just keep coming out of nowhere.
Pesky Russians.
Just stop standing around for a bit. Yeah, you do. That is one thing that Call of Duty games have been kind of slated for a little bit, is that, at least with previous ones, the kind of spawn mechanics and stuff,
Yeah.
you kind of, the whole point is you need to keep progressing, get into the kind of pushing forwards, and a lot of times enemies will just keep respawning until you get to a certain place on the
Yeah.
map. Yeah. I don't think necessarily it's the case so much anymore, but okay.
Yeah, this. It certainly feels like the previous Modern Warfare games. It's.
I don't think I'm supposed to be shooting that guy.
No, I think it's probably silly.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
I mean, it feels comfortable. It feels like you are watching the third film in a trilogy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know the characters, you know
Yeah.
sort of what to expect from it, and more of the same situation is not, you know, there's a reason it's, you know, more of the same. The reason that kind of Gears of War 3 was more of the same is because
Yeah.
it worked, the formula worked, and yeah, you know, they changed some things up and tweaked the bits and pieces here and there, but okay, it could come handy. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Right then. Mhm.
The ugly.
Right.
That minigun will punch right through walls. Here's your grenade launcher.
So you sort that out, didn't it? I like it.
See, changing it up. Something slightly different.
Yeah, just add a little something.
Destructible environments.
Not quite, well, close enough. Yeah.
To a point. The middle bit's up.
Some of it is. Yeah, yeah, there's a little bit of that. The top is. Maybe then you thought you'd aim for the top.
Yeah.
It's still, you know, it's still around there.
All these Russians we sat here discussing shooting walls.
So where the fuck am I going now? Okay, I see.
I have no more grenades.
I don't even. Oh, shit, I never did. Fuck. Oh crap. I'll take down a whole fleet of fucking helicopters with this.
Bullets, I take your fucking bullets.
Okay. That's fun. What else
Okay.
you got?
And the arrow. Oh. They really do come out of nowhere, don't they?
Yeah.
chopper.
Sucks that I pretty much wasted all my grenades straight away because they would have been pretty handy.
Yeah.
To deal with this fucker over here. Jesus. That was inevitable.
Pretty cool though.
Oh, great, I've got Mars down there now. I was going to tell you, I'm going to let you. Yeah, it's quite unrealistic. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah. This is just ridiculous.
But isn't it ridiculous what we play Call of Duty?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
for?
It's like, yeah, this is why Battlefield wasn't that great. Screw realism. Just saying. No quick time events. You know,
No. Just get on with it.
happened. Yeah. Jesus.
Soap's back.
Let's go off and play that. So that was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. What are you doing? Stop it. We'll be back later in the week. We've got Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim to do as well. So we'll
Hopefully this will be fixed. All of this.
Okay. Thanks very much for watching. Check out all the videos and episodes we've got over at gamesworldpodcast.com. More game night coming soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.